Hello. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I am going to finish off the series of genetic trauma with the last line, which is line 6, which is the trauma of separation. According to Neutrino Design, separation can be the shock of being born and separating from the mother, which creates a longing for reunification and oneness. It says somebody with this trauma can be highly sensitive to the pain of others and extremely gentle by nature. In relationships, this type of person might seek depth and merging, often feeling a strong need for their partner's constant presence and support. Excuse me. It says the desire to connect with another person, to become one with them, as if to return to the unity of life through someone else, which is what's shown as trauma of separation in relationships or a partnership. This type of person might find it difficult to leave a partner for a business trip because being alone appears to be frightening. It says this line contains great wisdom as well as the essence of any of our sufferings, which brings us back to the subject of separation from the whole, from God, or from the universe. It says the 6th line expresses the modern dilemma of human awareness. We have the experience of separation from existence through the mind. It says our modern awareness is primarily in the brain, but it also identifies with the body and its physiological and psychological functions. Part of the process of healing our collective trauma is evolving into a new mindfulness system that allows us to experience an unbreakable awareness of being one with the whole. In order to begin to heal this, first is learning to take care of yourself. You can recognize that also we are all physically separated in this world. This distinction is merely an illusion. You are not a victim of the system because we are all connected. Moving away from people and others in an endless spiritual quest. You move away from yourself and your potential. Bring yourself back to life, to society through care. Start by taking care of yourself, giving even 5 to 10 minutes of attention and care to yourself and your body. For example, through relaxation, uniting with your own energy. Your sense of unity with the rest of the world will get stronger as you show compassion for others, and you'll then find yourself in the process of discovering your unique gift. So just to elaborate a little bit on this, I actually have the 6th line, trauma of separation. And what I really learned was that it was really, really hard for me to let go of people, regardless of if I knew I needed to let them go. I knew they weren't good for me or my spiritual, purpose. But it was really, really hard for me to do that because it wasn't even that I didn't want to be alone. It was more like the loss. Because once I'm done and once I move forward, I don't go back. So I don't know, it was kind of a blessing and a curse, and sometimes it still is, but I see people's potential more than they see it themselves. So I always found myself, regardless of somebody, maybe I'll say not deserving, even though I don't really know that humans can say who deserves what per se, even if they weren't deserving of me looking into them with these positive eyes, I'll say. And so whenever I would interact with people who were operating from their ego, they would take it as me not wanting to let them go, or that I just had to have them. I just was obsessed with them, and I just wanted them so badly, when that's totally not what it was at all. Like, at all. Like, these people, like, I knew they weren't worth a shit, you know, at the end of the day, but I still wanted them to see what I saw in them. It had nothing to do with that specific person or me wanting them so badly that, you know, I would like freak out. So for those of us operating from the trauma of separation, I hope this helps. You're not alone. And we can heal and we can move forward. And I hope everybody is having a wonderful day.